Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, aka Lilyworks, and as you guys might already know, I have 3 marketplaces for live selling, and in this video I'm going to tell you guys what you need for live selling. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to go over kind of like the things that you basically need, and then the things that really actually help in the long run. So if you see yourself live selling on a regular basis, these are some things that you're going to want to have, and you might already have these if you're a reseller, but you know, they really help you with your live sales and your live selling presence. So let's get into the first thing that you are going to need is on our district.net, which is where we have our 3 different marketplaces. We sell jewelry in one, antiques and collectibles in another, and we have a maker's market in our last group. Right now, I have an iPhone. Oh, look, new member, woohoo, in our maker's market. So I need an iPhone for the app to do live selling. Android app right now is in beta. So if you're watching this video maybe a couple months down the road, we might have Android app available, but right now you need some kind of Apple device to do live selling. If you are live selling on other platforms that is not District, you might just go on their own platform like Poshmark app, Whatnot app, things like that. So for District, for us, for our community, we need the Apple app. Next thing you're going to need is you're going to need some kind of setup, some kind of space to showcase your live sale, and where you can set up, where you can sit, relax, grab your pieces. And so what I have is a light box. So you can see the lights are coming from up there, and we have a white clean background. Some people, if they are selling their hard goods, they like to have a dark background. It makes the glass really stand out and pop and casts a really lovely glow and shadow to the pieces. I usually use the white here, and then it's really easy to clean with a Clorox wipe. So yeah, I have these items linked below my video. If you guys want to purchase some of these things, it should all be linked below. Next thing I would say you need is a scale of some sort. Unless you are already an expert reseller and you already can guesstimate the ounces and pounds of things, and I'm not gonna lie, I do that. So I already know that most of my jewelry is 4 ounces or less. Yeah, between 4 and 6 ounces is usually where my jewelry lands. And then hard goods, it might be a little bit harder to navigate. So you might want to find a hard good. And this one is saying that it is, you know, a couple ounces shy of a pound. So you would round up to a pound plus your packing materials when you are entering in your shipping weight prior to your live shows. You definitely want to, you can do calculated shipping before your show, put in the weight, or if you do flat rate, you can guesstimate how much you think each piece is going to be, and that should help you with your live selling and help your buyers know what they're paying as far as shipping goes. So as for instance, jewelry, I usually start with $4 shipping for the first piece, which the first piece usually ends up being $4.50. But I'm trying to get my buyers to purchase multiple items. And so the next pieces after that are going to be 50 cents each, so that they kind of feel like they're getting a good deal. That's called, so it's called progressive shipping when you start with your flat rate and then you add on 50 cents per piece, $1 per piece extra. That's called progressive shipping, and that's honestly the best way to sell jewelry live or little pieces like ephemera, is to start low and have the progressive shipping to be low so that buyers are not charged a lot of money. Also, you could, if you're doing hard goods, you could weigh each individual piece and then put the shipping in, and have a sign in the background that says shipping is under, shipping price is under item. I will refund buyer any shipping overages, and have that displayed in your live sale so that you're not constantly getting questions, or there's a lot of people that are they don't even want to ask questions. And if they don't know what shipping is, they just leave. We have there's a lot of people who are very introverted like that. So take that into consideration. Try to put as much information out there so people don't have to ask questions or are wondering. So I like to tell people what my shipping is throughout my show, and have people who are helping me out with my show constantly put it in the comments as well. So definitely be sure to do that. Have a little sign. It would very much help you. And also, if people are streaming in from your social media platforms, if I'm streaming you from YouTube or Facebook, have a little sign saying how they can access you. So it could be www.lilyworksjewels.com. And so you can redirect them there so they're not constantly having to ask you in the comments. All right, so signs, good thing. Next thing I feel is a must when doing live sales is a tripod stand. Now this is the one I use. It's not the best thing in the world, but it works. And so it can maneuver and bend, and you can hook it around things and things like that. And then your phone just like clasps right in here. And the thing about doing live sales is you are using your phone to not only shoot, but you can also read the comments at the bottom of the screen, start the auctions, bring things to stage. So having a phone stable is really helpful when doing your live auctions. The last thing that I feel that you absolutely need is a printer, and some kind of packing materials. So we'll get into that. But if you are going to do live selling on a more regular basis and you don't have a thermal printer, I highly, highly, highly recommend a thermal printer. It is such a good investment, and it saves you cutting out all the labels, taping them all on. And once you start doing live selling and you start getting regular customers, you could have 15 different buyers per sale. And then you're cutting out all those labels, and then you have a sale in the next 2 days, and then it starts all over. So a thermal printer doesn't use any ink, and it just comes through. And I'm actually going to be unboxing a thermal printer that actually came in the mail. So stay tuned for that. But I wanted to go over some of the important pieces, and then this is going to be a little surprise. I've had it in my house for 2 weeks now, and this was the perfect video to show you guys and see how it all works, because I have not used it yet. Okay, next are some packaging items. Definitely make sure you have your packaging items on hand before you start. That is a must. So when I do jewelry, I put these things into little bags. I'll use a marker to put their name on it, or the number of the item. And then I put it into poly mailers. You can get bubble wrap poly mailers where they're padded. You can get little boxes. You can get bubble wrap and packing paper and all kinds of things. So think of that ahead of time instead of selling your things and then having to backtrack and trying to find boxes and things like that. So plan ahead. Be on the positive side. Say, I will sell things. I will sell at least this many things. And honestly, when you are positive like that, it attracts other people and it attracts people to your sales. So that's probably a good thing to point out, is like a must, like a need. Honestly, I feel like it's a need to be positive in your sales and bring positivity into your live sales, because that is honestly what attracts buyers and people to hang out with you. Like, you're not just selling your things in front of you. Because you're live, you're selling your personality, you're selling stories, you're selling your time, and people want to hang out with you when you're positive and funny and helpful and thankful. So make sure you add that to your list. That is a definite bonus, especially for our Lilyworks marketplaces. I definitely really I want you guys to spread that positivity. You never know how it's going to impact somebody else in somebody else's life. So keep that in mind. Oh, I forgot another need. Oh my gosh. You guys might not think it's a need. Totally is a need. You need something to drink. If you're going to be talking to your buyers, which I hope that you are, you're talking about the piece, you're explaining your piece, you're reading the chat, just, you keep talking. I sometimes get so upset with myself if I forget something to drink because you're talking so often. So must. I feel like that's a must. Next thing that you're going to need is something to measure your items. Well, I guess you don't need it, but good thing to have on hand. Things to measure your items. Have rulers so that if people ask you questions in the heat of the moment and you're doing a mystery lot, you have things to measure and show your buyers what the ring sizes are, bracelet sizes, how tall a vase is, things like that. Next, you're going to not need, but you might want on hand items to display your pieces. Sometimes for hard goods, people will buy a little spinning turntable, put a paperweight on it. You don't have to hold it in your hand then. You can see it from all the different angles, and that is a really great idea. You might be wondering what I have in the background, and I will get to that. Another thing that could be handy is a magnifying glass or a jewelry loop, and you can actually hold up jewelry pieces close. Let me see if I have anything here that is marked. Well, we're just going to have to pretend. So let's pretend that this right here has a mark on it, but you're not able to see the mark. You might be able to hold up a magnifying glass or a jewelry loop to the camera and show your viewers if it's gold, silver, maker's mark, artist signature, what have you. Another thing that's not a need, but definitely a good idea, is to try to think of creative ways to engage your audience. So I do things like having a little shopping cart, right? Okay, let's go shopping for this piece. We put the piece in, and it's just like a fun little cute event, right? Or you might do, if you buy 3 or more things from me, you get to pick a giveaway, and you might have a giveaway tray. Let your buyers do a giveaway. Or you might have the more expensive pieces of your live sale shown in the background, like to entice buyers into the show. And then they are wondering, oh, when are you going to run those pieces? I'm really excited for it. And they might see, oh, she's only starting it at $5 when I look in her pre-loaded inventory. They might be doing pre-bids while you're selling other things. People are behind the scenes pre-bidding your other items. So that would be another like focal point of interest and engagement, is to have pieces already displayed that will really grab your buyer's attention. All right, so light box, yes, I highly recommend it. This one is so big, you don't need it to be this big, but it does definitely hold everything I have. The one that I recommend is a little bit smaller, and it's linked down below. This one I'm not super fond of because the sides are this silver and sometimes the lights flicker, but this is what we have. All right, I am going to open this, and I'm going to show you, this one is a wireless thermal printer. So let's get into it. Okay, I just took it out of the box, and it looks like I got to pick the color pink. Woohoo! So I have used the Rollo thermal printer for 5 years now, and we're going to see, I've been thinking about a thermal printer for a long time so that I can even print things from my phone. Granted, the printer that just plugs into my laptop works just fine, but honestly, if this works really well, then I will be so excited. So it shows that we have the dual function label holder. So this looks like it's this back piece right here, And it looks like you can either have the fan labels, which I usually use for my other printer, or you can buy the roll labels that looks like it could just go right on the top. So look, it comes with the stand already, so that's super nice. And then let's see, we have, oh gosh, we have things, USB sticks, I don't know, lots of instructions. This is the kind of thing where I'm like, I'll ask my husband to read the instructions because he absolutely loves setting things up. So here we go. We have the cord, and this is probably my favorite part because it's a little pink thermal printer. So let me get this out. Let me start setting it up and see what it looks like all set up here, you guys. Isn't this so cute? Oh, love it. Okay, so it looks like I got this plugged in, just plugged right in the back. I have this built, and then it looks like this you would put in instead if you're using the roll method. But this is very similar to other thermal printers where you just lay it in, and then it will recognize the paper. And then it should, there we go. There we go. It recognized it and it lined it up. The green light means go. And then, oh, how stinking adorable is that? Everything's working just as it should. So that's awesome. And then it says I can print a label using the app. So I'm going to scan this to download and try this. And then it looks like we have a cable that can also connect to a laptop. But what I really want to try is the app printing the thermal label. Okay, I was able to connect my own printer, and you guys can see that it is connected here on my screen. And then I already downloaded a label from District right to my phone. Purchased it, downloaded it, and right here it's showing the PDF that I just downloaded right there. So we're going to see if it actually works. So I'm going to check mark that one. I paid for it. We're all good. And I'm going to click this little printer in the corner, see if it prints. So what does it say? Density, speed, copy, size. That looks fine. Besides, I think that I want maybe a little bit bigger. So how can I make it? Let's see what happens. Nope, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that one. Not that one. All right, so the 4x6 is going to be fine. So, well, let's see if it prints. Whoa, that was fast. Let me show you guys real quick. All right, you guys, look at this. I'm covering up the label so you guys can't see addresses or anything like that. But it like literally spit it out in like a second. You guys might have heard it, but yay, this actually printed from my phone, and that is pretty exciting. Okay, I can rip it upwards. Another thing that I figured out is that that little piece that came with it goes on to the computer cord, and you can actually use it to plug into your phone. Look at that. So everything worked out. You just follow these instructions down below. Now I will have a link to the Jadens thermal printer. And now that I've tested it, love it. Probably going to give my Rolo to my friend Katie, who needs a printer. And because now I get this cute little pink one and got to share that with you guys here on this video. Definitely a must-have if you're planning on doing, 3 shows plus. Like, honestly, you can just put the money that you're live selling and say, you know what, this first show, I'm going to put it aside and get a thermal printer, because honestly, it is a game changer in regards to the reselling business and actually treating your business like a business. It saves you so much time. You might think, oh, I'm saving a quarter here, a quarter there. Like, it saves you so much time, and in reselling, time is actually money. So definitely recommend. I will have a link to this down below. I am an affiliate now, I guess, an affiliate link, because they did send this to me for free. whatever link you guys use is, I think I would get a very, very small percentage if you guys do sign up using the link that I provide. But trust me when I say that this really actually does work, and I absolutely love that I can just print it from my phone, because you know why? Sometimes I'll be in bed and I'll be like, oh, I forgot to print out those eBay labels before tomorrow, and then, you know, I don't want to go all the way downstairs to the printer, and, you know, this is just perfect. It's just gonna, you know, it could print via the Bluetooth, and that is just absolutely fantastic. Other things that you can do is you can create your own labels on the app as well. So if you wanted to start labeling your packages, like thank you so much for supporting my small business, you can label your jewelry drawers, you can label all kinds of things using a label maker like this. Again, it doesn't use any ink. You just buy these 4x6 inch thermal sheets off of like Amazon or whatever, and there you go. All right, you guys, I hope this was helpful. Okay, so hopefully you guys learned a little bit more about what you need for live selling, some tips and tricks, maybe some things you didn't know. But I'm going to be putting out videos like this for you guys to help support your business. We are, you know, a community business here, and so I'm here to put these videos out there to help you guys grow and help support you. And so this YouTube channel is going to be more geared towards our Lilyworks community, our reselling community, and the other channel is going to be more what's sold, thrift with me, antique with me, what's going on at the antique store, more about like me as a reseller. So if you are into that kind of content, make sure you head over to the sister channel, and make sure you do go through these videos, because I am going to be going through different things like how to create a Canva thumbnail, and maybe have some people on that are also sellers who I can support their business, and we can do interviews and things like that. So yeah, stay tuned for all that. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And as always, make sure you're out there thrifting so you guys can live generously, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching. It really means the world to me. And don't forget to become a member in all 3 of our Lilyworks marketplaces. We have our Lilyworks Jewels and Lots, we have our Antiques and Collectibles marketplace, and then lastly, we have our newest Makers Market. So if you are a maker, a crafter, or an appreciator of art, go ahead and pop on over there. We have live sales running every single night, so go ahead, make sure you are supporting the Lilyworks members and community. And a huge shout out to all the subscribers. Thank you guys so much. And if you're wondering how to become a subscriber, we have a $5 Ruby level and a $15 Emerald level, and it will help you with your reselling and supporting Lilyworks journey. And lastly, at lilyworksreseller.com, you can find your upcycling supplies, jewelry, and also reseller merch that would be fun as gift ideas or for yourself. Thanks so much, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys!